Hello class, this is Scott Caruso from Java 1.17.07 here with my week 2 reflection video. Let's not waste any time, we'll get right down to the brass tacks of the matter. Week 2 in terms of execution I thought was a pretty successful week. There were certainly issues there, not the least of which for me was more of a personal one in that I'm working 13 plus hour days at work because we have a major release coming up soon, and I've been up for the past 40 hours straight because of staying up all night to try to get this week's assignment done. But functionally speaking, there were no real issues with the assignment or the expectations. What I'm putting together, and I'll show you in a second exactly what it looks like, is a database that a user can store and recall softball statistics, like his own or someone else's, I suppose, if they wanted to. Softball statistics, it'll provide averages and total them and list out individual games and whatnot. So that's what I'm working on. Obviously, the target audience for that isn't children. It's adults around my age. I'm 30. Who play softball. That would be the target audience for something like that. I guess you could also use it for like a little leaguer, if you wanted to, if you want to track your kids' stats as well. In terms of what needs clarification or what I could learn more about, I feel like I had a pretty good grasp on everything that this week. Though I think I want to spend a little bit more time learning the interface functionality within Java. But outside of that, it's really just practicing and continuing to hone and develop my skills. And with that, let's go take a look at what the skills that I've currently got have built for this week. Alright, so here is the application itself. You see the main activity that controls the application. Has a lot of common things in it, linear layout, scroll view to handle scrolling because it needs to scroll down, using arrays and strings and date pickers. I'll show you all of these in practice in a second. We use an if statement. We first verify that spinners and labels are equal. That indicates that everything loaded properly. And then we actually add things to the view programmatically. We handle, we have a click handle that actually adds something else to the view at the bottom. And then we also create JSON objects. I'll show you some of these custom classes we've got for JSON momentarily. One of the custom classes that we have is called create display. It takes JSON objects and the context and creates a text display of these stats that are saved in user data. So it actually takes the saved dummy JSON data and turns it into something that the user can see in a usable method. It's a class that's explicitly intended to handle the data. We also create UI elements with a custom class. We calculate total bases via an enum because the number of bases per hit never changes. We calculate averages, batting average, and slugging average via a separate class. And we also manage our JSON via a separate class where we grab static data saved in the resources and create JSON objects out of them. Application looks very simple. You'll be able to enter all this data, and once it's all said and done, obviously it needs some love aesthetically, but you'll be able to enter a number of at-bats, hits, doubles, triples, etc. per game, and then add stats, or if you want to display saved stats, you can do that as well, and it'll actually show you these saved statistics that you have pulling these from the JSON data. It'll all be formatted more pretty, but this is the approximately where we're at with it right now. So this was the week 1 assignment, or week 2 assignment rather. I hope everyone had a great week, and I will talk to you again for week 3.